Here are two 4-sound blending games from spelfabet.com.au. These ones practice blends at the beginning of a word, so before a short vowel. This one is and l blends, and this one is s blends before a vowel. And so they're equivalent to the level 3 workbook from spelfabet.com.au. So for literacy learners who are little ones who are using more cursive font, you can get the Victorian Primary script ones. There's the Comic Sans font if you're working with, for example, adults or older learners who are doing word building. And so I'll just show you how they work. These are not games that you can buy in a shop. You just download them from the website. They're very affordable. I think they're $5 at the moment. That might change, but per game. This is a game for 6 players. I'll show you the Victorian Primary script one this time. So you download it, you print it out. I like to print it out on coloured paper, and that way if the pieces get mixed up, I know which game to put them back with because the colour matches. So you download it. There are 6 boards, so you can play with up to 6 players, or you can swap boards around. There's also an instruction page and 2 pages that you cut up, and I like to laminate them first to make them a bit more durable. And then you give a board to each player. So we'll just pretend this is a player so you can see how it works. And you say ready, set, go, and then you start to build words. So crop, yes, that's a word, and also clop is a word, so you've got 2 there. And blog, yep, a blog on the internet. Grim, yeah, glim is not a word. And clan, yeah, clan is a word, yep. And slush, not slush, but slush, yes. And flat tire, American frat. What are those frat movies? Anyway, grot, you little grot, go and wash your hands. Glot is not a word that I know of. Press, yep, that's a word, and so on. So you can see there's a very high hit rate, so learners are blending successfully to make real words that they've heard of. Most of these words, I usually just skip over words that I think learners don't know. But with an older learner who has quite a big vocabulary, you can you get a tremendous hit rate with these, because every second one you try is a real word that they've heard of. So it's not like games where you spend ages and ages trying out your sounds and not really being able to make much in the way of words. So that's the all ones, and you might the l and ones, and you might like to ask learners to write the words down as they make them for a little bit of extra practice, if you can persuade them to do that. And or for extra points if they're making more words. For example, we made crop and clop, so they might get a bonus point for making 2 words on this square. Then this one, again, I'll show you the Victorian Primary script version. Throwing pieces everywhere. So get the bowl, the laminated pieces go in there. These plastic pocket things, I keep them in, just zip at the top so I don't get my pieces too mixed up. And they're about 75 cents from the local stationery or $2 shop. Okay, so here's the first board, but there again are 6, so up to 6 players, plus some instructions at the back and some tips for parents. The pieces go in the middle. Ready, set, go. Let's see what words we can make. So swan, and you can see here there are example words for each letter. So here's slang and squad. This is an A sound as in slang, or an O sound as in squad, and here it's an O. So trying to be very explicit about how the sounds are represented by letters. Stick. I work a lot with older learners who don't like to be told an oversimplification, so I try to be as phonetically accurate as possible. She has swung on the hammock all afternoon. Scab, yes, scab, and sliff, no, slug, yes. And skiff is a little boat. Your learners might not know that, in which case you could just skip over it, but yeah, it's good to make as many words as you can that learners know, especially if it's an older learner. They might not know what that word is. You might use this as a situation to teach them a new word. Scum, swash, you might know that one, or swack, swad, swag. So you can point out here, this k is usually before e and I. The other one is usually before a and o and a. So here I don't think I've got any. Oh, sking, no, that's not a real word. Yeah, I have to put that one back. And sping, no, spot, yep. anyway, you get the idea. So I hope these games are useful for you and help you with teaching learners about the way that you can build heaps and heaps of words and the real power of sounding out words and being able to build lots and lots of words with just a very small number of letters and spellings. And I would love to hear from anybody who has feedback. My website is spelfabet.com.au. My name's Alison Clark, I'm a speech pathologist, and you can also email me at spelfabet@gmail.com.